Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Miss Lily English, the place where learning English feels warm, friendly, and full of fun. I'm Lily, and I'm honestly a little excited today because we've brought a topic that everyone thinks about almost every single day. But before I reveal the topic, let me welcome the amazing co-host sitting beside me. Say hello, Jason.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jason, and it's always such a pleasure to be here on Ms. Lily English. I have to say, Lily, you look extra cheerful today. Did you finally finish the cookies you were baking last night?
Oh, absolutely not. I burned the first batch, dropped the second batch, and the third one somehow turned into a science experiment. So instead of cookies, I brought enthusiasm. That's enough, right?
Honestly, enthusiasm tastes better than burnt cookies, so yes, I'll take it. But you do look excited, and now I'm curious about what our big topic is today.
Well, I think the topic today fits perfectly with the mood, because even though my cookies were a disaster, I still believe my future baking will be better. So today, drumroll please, we are talking about the future. How to talk about your future plans, hopes, dreams, and predictions in English.
Ah, yes, that's a fantastic topic. Talking about the future is something everyone needs, whether you're planning your meals, your goals, or just deciding what you're going to do tomorrow. And of course, English has some very simple and useful structures for it.
Exactly, and that makes it perfect for beginners. But before we really dive into grammar and examples, let's warm up by talking about small, simple future plans, just like the things you expect to do tomorrow or later today. Jason, tell me, what is one small future plan you have?
Well, tomorrow I am going to water my plants. They're dramatic little things. If I forget one day, they look at me like I've personally betrayed them. After that, I might go for a walk if the weather's nice.
I love how your plants are emotional. I feel like they need therapy more than water, but those are great examples. Watering plants, going for a walk, simple, everyday future plans. For me, I think tomorrow I will clean my desk. It looks like a storm passed through.
Oh no, the desk storm again.
Yes, category 5. Papers everywhere. But the good news is, when we talk about simple future actions like I will clean, I will water, it's a great chance to introduce our first important future structure, will.
That's right. Will is used for things we decide at the moment of speaking, or for predictions about the future. So when Lily says, I will clean my desk tomorrow, she probably decided that just now, and that's totally correct.
Exactly. And here are some easy examples for learners. I will travel more next year. I will learn a new skill. Very simple, very natural, and super useful in daily conversations.
But what about when the plan is something you already decided before the conversation? That's when we use going to. For example, I am going to visit my family next month. That means the plan is already made.
Perfect example. And here's another one. I am going to start a new English course next month. The plan is decided, just like that. So, will is for decisions now or predictions, while going to is for plans that you've already made.
Speaking of plans, Lily, what's a bigger future plan you have? Something for next year, maybe?
Next year, I think I will travel more. I really want to explore a new country. Maybe Japan or Italy, or honestly, anywhere that sells pastries I can't burn.
I support this dream. And actually, traveling is one of the most common future topics people talk about. You always hear sentences like, I will visit Italy someday, or I am going to go to the beach next summer.
Exactly. So, for our listeners, this is the perfect time to practice. Think about somewhere you want to go in the future and try saying it in your mind, using will or going to. It helps a lot.
And it's not just travel. People also talk about future career plans. For example, I will get a new job. I am going to start my own business. Those are big, exciting plans.
Definitely. And then we also have future skill-based goals. I will learn to play the guitar. I am going to learn a new language. Or I will learn to cook without burning everything.
Please record that journey. It will be the next big reality show. Lily versus the oven.
I will win or at least survive. Moving on. Family plans also use the same structures. I will spend more time with my family, or we are going to have a big family dinner.
And don't forget moving or relocating. People often say, I will move to a bigger house next year, or I am going to live in the countryside.
Health goals are another big one. I will exercise more. I am going to eat healthier. These are future promises we make to ourselves, even though sometimes they last for only 2 days.
2 days is better than 0, but now we should introduce another useful pair of words, might and may.
Yes, these are for things that are possible but not certain. For example, I might go to the party tonight means maybe yes, maybe no.
Right, or I might buy a new car next year. It's not a plan yet, just an idea.
So now we have will to decisions now or predictions, going to for plans already decided, might or may for possibilities.
That's a great summary. And honestly, just learning these 3 helps you talk about your future in almost any situation.
Totally. And we will practice more examples in the next part, so our learners can feel confident talking about their future in English. But before we move forward, Jason, tell me one more small future plan, something you will do later today.
Later today, I will make myself a cup of coffee, a big one. Because after this recording, I'm going to organize my bookshelf, and honestly, I might fall asleep right after that.
That sounds like a beautiful journey. Coffee, books, sleep. 3 steps to happiness.
Exactly. And that is why I love talking about the future, because even simple plans can make the day feel meaningful.
So Jason, continuing from where we left off, I think imagination makes future planning a lot more fun, and it really helps learners practice English naturally.
I agree. When people imagine their future, they actually create sentences without forcing themselves. It's a great way to learn.
Exactly. And maybe we should give our listeners more future sentence examples to practice with.
Yes, examples always help. Why don't you start with something about next year?
Sure. Next year, I will try to read more books. I always say that, but this time I mean it.
I believe you. Reading more books is a great goal. For me, I will learn a new skill. Maybe photography or cooking, though not your kind of cooking.
Hey, my cooking is experimental.
Exactly my point.
Anyway, those examples show how will is used for decisions we make now. Very simple and very useful.
Yes, and listeners can make their own sentences like, I will learn to drive, or I will visit another city.
Totally. But when the plan is already decided, we use going to.
Right, like, I am going to join a new class next month.
Or, I'm going to start a fitness routine. I say that every year.
And do you actually start?
I start thinking about it. That counts, right?
Not really, but we'll give you points for honesty.
Then, here's a real plan. I'm going to reorganize my entire kitchen next month.
Ah, yes, the Cookie Disaster Recovery Project.
Exactly. I need a fresh start. New labels, new jars, new hope.
I fully support this dream. And see, going to makes your decisions sound serious.
That's why I love this structure. It feels more committed.
And for learners, it's perfect for describing plans they've already prepared.
Yes. For example, I am going to travel next summer. Or I am going to save money for a new laptop.
Very practical. And we shouldn't forget about might and may.
Of course, those are for possibilities, things that might happen but are not 100% sure.
Like, I might go hiking next weekend.
Or I may start learning Spanish. I love Spanish music, but I'm not sure I have time.
Listeners can try saying things like, I might buy a new phone, or I may join a dance class. These are great phrases for daily conversation.
Exactly. And it's important to remember that future plans don't have to be big. Small ones count too.
Yes, like, I will make tea later, or I'm going to call my friend tonight.
Those simple sentences build confidence. And once they feel confident, they can talk about bigger future goals.
Speaking of bigger goals, Lily, what is one future dream you have?
I hope I will visit Japan someday. That's a big dream for me. The culture, the food, the scenery, it all feels magical.
That's a wonderful dream. And I hope I will is a great structure to talk about hopes.
Yes. And what about you? What dream do you have?
I think I will learn to play the guitar better. I already play a little, but I want to improve.
That's a great skill. I think you'll do it.
Thank you. Another common future topic is career goals. People often say things like, I will get a new job, or I am going to start my own business.
Yes, career goals are very important, and learners can practice them easily. For example, I will keep learning new things for my job.
Exactly. And there's also the topic of learning new skills. That's always popular.
True. For example, I will learn to knit one day. I say that often.
And have you learned yet?
Not even close, but it's still in my future plans.
That's the spirit. Future plans don't expire.
Maybe that's why I still believe in my future cookies.
We all believe in them, Lily. We are rooting for you.
Thank you, thank you. Now let's talk about family plans. People often say, I will spend more time with my family.
Or, we're going to have a big family dinner next Sunday. Very common.
Yes, and moving or relocating is another popular topic.
For example, I will move to a bigger house next year.
Or, I am going to live in the countryside. I love that one.
It sounds peaceful. And we can't forget health plans.
Of course not. Things like, I will exercise more, or I am going to eat healthier.
Very important goals.
Yes, self-care is always a good idea.
And sometimes plans change. Life happens.
Absolutely. If you plan to bake cookies tomorrow, but suddenly have to work, that's fine. You can bake them another day.
Flexibility is key when talking about the future.
That's why English gives us different words, so we can express certainty, decisions, and possibilities naturally.
Speaking of certainty, let's talk about predictions. We often use will for predictions about the world.
Yes, for example, technology will change a lot in the next 10 years.
Or people will travel to space more often in the future.
That's a fun prediction. I hope it comes true.
Me too. And we often use I think or I believe with predictions.
Yes, like, I think the weather will be sunny tomorrow.
Very natural.
And then we have goals and aspirations. A goal is something you want to achieve.
And an aspiration is a strong hope or ambition.
My goal is to learn 10 new words in English every week.
And your aspiration?
To help many people learn English through Miss Louie English.
You're already doing that. And for me, my goal is to finish reading a very long book.
And your aspiration?
To write my own book one day.
Wow, that's amazing. I hope you will do it.
Thank you, Lily. And now let's talk about
questions people ask about the future.
Yes, very important. One common question is, what are your plans for the weekend?
Another is, what are you doing after work today?
For long-term future, people ask, what will you do after you finish school?
Or, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
That's a classic interview question. Very deep.
And learners can practice answering it using will or going to.
So, Jason, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I will be better at guitar and hopefully living in a cozy place surrounded by plants that actually like me.
That's a beautiful plan.
Thank you.
Jason, listening to your 5-year plan makes me smile. It's simple, peaceful, and meaningful. And honestly, that's what future planning is all about. Finding something that makes you look forward to tomorrow.
Exactly. The future doesn't need to be huge or dramatic. Even small dreams can make life exciting.
Yes, and speaking of excitement, I think it's a good moment to talk about what we personally feel excited for in our own futures. Something big or small, anything that gives us hope.
That's a lovely idea. Why don't you start? What are you most excited about, Lily?
I think I'm most excited about continuing to learn and grow. I always feel like a student of life, and the idea that I will keep learning new things really makes me happy.
That's a beautiful answer. And I believe it. You do love learning.
I really do. And what about you, Jason? What excites you most about your future?
I'm excited about meeting new people and having new experiences. I believe I will meet many interesting people in the future, and that idea always makes me smile.
That's wonderful. Life is full of surprises, and meeting new people always brings new stories.
Exactly. And for our listeners, talking about the future is a great way to practice English because it's something everyone thinks about. The more you talk about your future, the more natural your English becomes.
Yes, even simple sentences like, I will make coffee now, can be useful practice because the more you use these structures, the easier they become.
And practice doesn't need to be perfect. Just a few minutes each day helps a lot.
Agreed. And the best place to start is with your own life. Think about your weekend, next month, or next year, and try forming English sentences about them.
For example, what will you do next week? What are you going to do tomorrow? What might you do next year?
Exactly. Ask yourself these questions and answer them in English. It's simple but very effective.
And another helpful thing is making predictions. We often use will when we predict things about the world or the future.
Yes, like technology will change a lot in the next 10 years.
Or people will travel to space more often. I actually like that one. It sounds exciting.
It really does. Predictions are fun because they help us be creative while practicing English.
And then we have goals and aspirations. They shape our future and give us direction.
Right. For example, a goal could be, my goal is to improve my English. Very clear and simple.
And an aspiration could be, my dream is to help people all over the world, something bigger and more emotional.
I love aspirations. They make people feel hopeful, and they're great sentences to practice because they naturally push learners to express their desires.
And remember, even if your future plans change, that's totally normal. Plans are not permanent.
Yes, you can change your mind anytime. That's part of life.
If your plan to bake cookies tomorrow changes because you suddenly need to work, that's okay.
I feel personally attacked.
Not at all. Well, maybe a little.
I'll accept that. But yes, flexibility is important, and English gives you the tools to express all kinds of future plans, certain ones, decided ones, and even uncertain possibilities.
That's why learning these structures is so valuable.
Speaking of learning, this is a great time to encourage our listeners to think about their own future. Jason, why don't we ask them a question?
Good idea. Listeners, here's your challenge. What is one thing you are going to do next week?
Or, if you prefer, tell us something you will do in the future. It can be big or small. Anything is fine.
Use will, going to, might, anything we talked about today.
Yes, practicing in the comments will help you so much.
And we always love reading your answers. They inspire us, and they help other learners too.
Absolutely. And thank you for joining us today. We appreciate everyone who listens, practices, and grows with Miss Lily English.
Your support means a lot to us.
If you enjoyed today's conversation, please remember to like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. It helps our community grow.
And don't forget to tell us your future plan in the comments. We can't wait to read them.
Keep practicing every day, even if it's just one sentence. A little progress is still progress.
And remember, learning English is a journey, and we're happy to be part of yours.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today. We hope this episode helped you feel more confident talking about the future in English.
We'll see you again in the next episode. Until then, keep learning, keep dreaming, and keep moving toward your future.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye. See you next time.